So today's chief guest, Dr. Jayanti Imani, is a founding graduate from Polarity Institute of Pharmacy, who is working as a research coordinator in Star Hospitals. Medical coding, psychology, genetic engineering, and nanotechnology. She has a key skills and competencies like clinical trial protocol development and monitoring. She has undergone severe and technical projects and research exposure, conducted literature reviews and observational analysis on clinical trial safety, endpoints, and adverse drug event monitoring. The prospective project on ventricular, electrical, and mechanical complications of coronary artery disease. They studied the clinical patterns and outcomes of ventricular dysfunction, exposure to dual antiplatelet therapy, and pharmacovigilance case assessments during PharmD as a coursework. So she also has many publications and authorships in publications authored and co-authored 15 research and review articles in reputed international and national journals covering clinical research, pharmacovigilance, and healthcare topics. Now I invite Dr. Jayanti Imani onto the dais. Please greet us with a great round of applause.
Good morning everyone, I am Chemstudy. I really want to have interactive audience. I'm telling you in the first one. Good morning everyone.
Good morning.
How many are you from first year? Okay, second year? Third? Fourth? And fifth? B form and M form are there? Okay, that's it. Thank you. So today I will be taking you through two important pillars of healthcare, which is clinical research and clinical pharmacy. So both of them are important in healthcare industry and they give us very broad scope as pharmacy people. This is one of the major fields where we can establish ourselves. So today I will be taking you through all of it. First I will be introducing you to clinical research, clinical pharmacy, and then I will be telling what are the ways you can establish yourself. So how can you build your profile and all. So I request you all to be a little bit attentive and if possible, please answer my questions in between also. Thank you. So as I said, I'm going to tell you about the importance of clinical research as well as importance of clinical pharmacy. So how many of you can just tell me what is clinical research? Just like a simple one-word thing if you have to say, what will you say? It's okay, this is not a class, you can tell whatever you know. No marks. Anyone? Yeah? Someone from the last? Anyone? Okay. So in simple words, it's just a scientific study which is done on humans to just evaluate the safety and efficacy of one particular drug, which is new drug. So there is a current therapy, right? For example, there is Chemstudy. So we are creating Prosin. So we have to see Prosin is as effective as Dolo. We'll do clinical trials. That is it. That is clinical research. In definition, if you want, it is there. It is a systematic investigation conducted on human participants to evaluate safety, efficacy, and pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics of any drugs or any new devices, diagnostics and treatment procedures. So, all you know what is pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, right? Thanks. So that's it. And why it is important means it will help us in testing new drugs. We can study new medical devices. We can identify risk factors like what is the risk factor which is majorly contributing to this particular disease, and we can treat that also. And we can understand how the disease will progress, or we can see the treatment outcomes also. That's about clinical research introduction. All of you are clear with it? I hope.
Yes, ma'am.
So, as I said, why it matters? We can bring new therapies to patients which are more safer than the conventional ones, and we can improve the current guidelines, which are there are certain guidelines which we use, so we can actually contribute in improving them, and we can ensure patient safety at any point, and we can advance in scientific knowledge also. Coming to types, there are two main types. Third one is okay, but two main types are there, which is nothing but observational and interventional. Observational is where we don't give any treatment to any patient. We just observe. We see like there are cohort studies, case control studies. I hope fourth and fifth years will be knowing what is cohort, what is case control. So that is just observational study. We don't give any treatment to anyone. Coming to interventional studies, these are our basic clinical trials. These will include us testing on human beings. Okay? So clinical trials means humans. That you have to remember, that's it. So coming to phases, there are 5 major phases. Actually 4, but the fifth one is also important. So phase 0, this is the one which is mostly neglected in clinical research field or clinical trials, but this is also as important as it is. It is microdosing phase, which means we'll give 1 by 100 of the actual dose to the patients. It is preclinical. So in this, you'll see what is the pharmacokinetics and what is the pharmacodynamics of the drug or the product which we are testing. Coming to phase 1, it will evaluate the safety of the drug, how far it is safe. It is done on very small population. Coming to phase 2, it will see the efficacy, that is effectiveness of a drug, if it is really effective or not. And coming to phase 3, it is like a large scale comparison. Like coming to phase 1 and 2, we will do it on smaller population. And in phase 3, we will do it on a little bit larger population. And coming to phase 4, it is like post-marketing surveillance. Like we have created a product. We have done all phases, like 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 are done. Fourth is where we release it into the market and see if it is really working in real time. And we'll see what are the adverse events which we have ignored during the clinical trials. All these phases will ignore something. So that we can know with this phase. That is called post-marketing surveillance phase. This is just a gist. So as you can see, the phase 0, I think it's clear for you guys. So phase 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4 are clearly mentioned. But I don't think it is listed. So first one, evaluate the safety. As I said, it is done only on like 20 to 30 people. That's it. They are called as subjects or participants. The humans who are participating in it are not called as humans or patients. They are called as subjects or participants. And in phase 2, we'll see the safety and dosing. It is done on around 100 to 300 people. So in this, we'll actually establish a safe therapeutic dose. It is not subtherapeutic, it is not over, maximum therapeutic dose. So we'll see all the endpoints, we'll calculate what is the correct dose, like paracetamol, Dolo 650. They have put like this. So that will establish. Coming to safety and efficacy, phase 3, it is done at around 300 to 3000 or like less also. It may be done on 1000 people also. In this, what we'll do, we'll compare the investigational product which we have found or which we are investigating with the actual one available in the market. So that is phase 3. Coming to phase 4, as I said, it is a post-marketing surveillance. The drug is circulated worldwide and will monitor what are the serious areas and all which are occurring to it. This is also about phases of the clinical trials, but in a little broader view. It has like, see, pre-clinical animal experiments are done, and then phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, they are done. And after phase 3, there is something called as registration. So once you are registered, like once after registration, the drug will be approved. And if your drug is approved, like all licenses are done, then it will go into phase 4, which is nothing but phase 4 of post-marketing surveillance phase. It is called as post-registration phase also. And before this, we do serious adverse reporting. I'll tell all that. Serious adverse reporting or adverse reporting before the drug is circulated. So that doesn't come under spontaneous reporting. So after phase 4, whatever we do, that is only spontaneous reporting. Spontaneous reporting is nothing but us, common people. Like it can be anyone. It can be a doctor, it can be a patient, any attendant, nurse, any HCP, reporting about any adverse drug reaction. For example, you can take any drug and that will cause you a rash. That is also an adverse drug reaction of a drug. You can report to that using a ADR reporting form which is available in Uppsala Monitoring Center site. So you will go to that site and you will enter all your details and what is the reaction which is caused, what is the drug, what is the dose, and you will submit it with the batch number. So that they will check if the problem is with this product or with the batch and everything, and they'll give you a batch.